We got Nikki Ash versus Rhea Ripley. And Rhea Ripley, excuse me. Versus Carmella and Zelina Vega. This show sucks, man. This show sucks. This show sucks, man. Get rid of the women's tag team titles, man. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Honestly, it's just really sad how they brought in the women's tag team titles, what, 2-3 years ago? I believe, correct me if I'm not mistaken, but Sasha Banks and Bayley were the first champions. And then once they lost those titles, it just completely went downhill. Don't get it. I don't get it. Get rid of the women's tag team titles. Honestly, I would have had Toxic Attraction from NXT come down there, take the main roster titles off of Nikki and Rhea, unify the belts, lead the titles down to NXT, and introduce a mid-card title for the women in WWE. And then in the mid-card title can go to Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. They can go to all 3 shows. I don't know who's going to be Carmella and Zelina Vega for the titles. They don't have a tag team division. They don't have a tag team division. Impact Wrestling has a legit tag team division for the women, and they make their tag team champions look prestige. Look at what Scott D'Amore did to the Inspiration in 20 minutes. The Inspiration did more in 20 minutes at Bound for Glory than what they did in WWE for 3 years on the main roster. And I've been impressed with what the Inspiration done to Impact. They're making those championships look prestigious. They make them look good on TV, man. You had Tasha Steelz and Kiera Hogan. When they were a tag team, when Kiera Hogan was in Impact before she left to go to AEW, you had Tasha Steelz and Kiera Hogan. Make the championships look prestigious. They made them look good on TV. They were my favorites on Impact TV. You had Decay. Who else you had? Jordan Grace, Rachel Ellerin. Yeah. Then you got Tennille Dashwood and Master Reign. So yeah. But the tag team division on the women's side in WWE is just, they're gone. They broke up every tag team. They broke up every tag team in the division. Who is Carmella and Zelina gonna drop them to? They got no tag teams. They might hold those titles forever. I don't know. Maybe they're giving Zelina Vega the tag team titles for feeling bad because they felt bad for releasing her husband and bringing her in and signing that and making her sign that contract. I don't know. But the women's tag team titles, man, it's just horrendous. Just leave the belts down at NXT because at least NXT has what, three tag teams in that division? I can only think of 3 tag teams down at NXT. Toxic Attraction. Then you got Indy Hartwell and Persia Pirotta, whatever her name is. And then you had Zoe Stark and Io Shirai. Io Shirai gotta go. She does not fit the NXT mold. She does not fit the WWE mold. Io Shirai gotta go, man. This is the best they have for Io Shirai. Yeah. Yeah, you had Zoe Stark and Io Shirai. You had Casey Kanzaro and Kane Carter. So yeah. And who else? That's really it. Those are 3 active tag teams on that NXT roster. Casey Kanzaro, Kane Carter, Indy Hartwell, Persia Pirotta. Persia Pirotta is just a replacement for Candice LeRae because Candice LeRae is pregnant and she can't do anything physically, obviously. So yeah. Who else? Io Shirai and Zoe Stark, but Zoe Stark got injured and she tore her ACL. Speedy recovery for Zoe Stark. My praise go up. Who else? Toxic Attraction. Yeah. That's really it. Get rid of the women's tag team titles. They mean nothing. If WWE would have listened to me, you would have had Toxic Attraction come in, take the titles, send them back to NXT. Let them have fun with it. Introduce a mid-card title for the women. 16 women in the tournament. Of course, you fired half the roster. You fired half the roster, man.